you, Ricky?
Good.
Yeah?
Very good. Why have you got a picture of me that looks like Max Bygraves? Is that the best you could find?
Because you've got a lovely smile.
I was out there when I was watching that thing with the old soldier. I was thinking, don't go out now. It's like when you're in the cinema and you're going, I hope the lights don't go up now. You know,
I was saying to Zoran, when you go down the cenotaph and you see the old girls going past ramrods straight and they give the salute, you think, oh, well up, and I think, no wonder we won the war with women like that. No, do you know what I mean, really?
Yeah.
They're like, smashing,
hard
aren't
as nails.
Yeah.
I know.
What's up with that face? You got a lovely smile. Smile. Go on. Hasn't it? I mean, sometimes it looks a bit Reginald Christie, but it's
good for Halloween. I don't have to do anything.
No, you have. You've got a real, like...
I know. Good for peeling oranges as well.
Would you do me explain what a podcast is?
A podcast is just a radio show or a speech or anything that you actually just do for the internet. So you don't have to go to a broadcaster. We record it in my office. It's just me, Steve Merchant, who I do the Office Extras with, and Carl Pilkington, who's a very odd man.
You pick on him, terrible, don't you?
Well, he deserves it. He's stupid, and he's got a perfectly round head, and it's irresistible. I mean, he's just such an oddity, and he says stupid things. He had to go into a kidney stone removed recently, and he said, I had to tick all them things for giving your organs away if you die, right? And he said, I ticked heart, I ticked liver, I ticked lungs. He went, I wouldn't tick eyes. Right? And I said, why not? He said, I don't want to be a blind ghost. Actually, and he's good. He's great at drawing, and he's very good with his hands. He does, you know, the podcast and everything. But he didn't go to school, so he asks me questions all the time. He just says things like, "Is time travel possible?" I go, "Oh, Jesus."
Well, just like in the middle of...
Yeah, like that in the pub, though. The other day, it was in the pub, and he said, are you in charge of your brain, or is your brain in charge of you? And he says things like, why do we give gifts at Christmas? I said, well, it's from the wise men that gave the baby Jesus, you know, when he was born, gold, frankincense and myrrh. And he said, were those presents for his birthday or Christmas?
I like the sound of Carl.
Oh, you'd love him. He's a fool.
Well, I'd get on very well with it.
I've actually based a Flanimal on him called the Moulin. It's got a perfectly round head.
I've got him here.
There it is. He looks like that.
It is.
Yeah.
Do you draw these? Do you draw the original?
Originally, yeah. I draw the originals and then an artist.
Look at that. Imagine being compared to that. God, where'd you get them from, Ricky? Where'd you conjure these up?
They're from my head.
I know. What part of your mind?
It's like a spring clean.
Yeah.
I used to do them. I've been doing this for like 25 years. I used to sort of make up little things to make my nephew sort of laugh when he was about 6, 7, 8. He grew out of it. I carried on to 45.
I mean, like Groy. We've got Groy here. A bub squindler of epic proportions. Too much, in my opinion. Not necessary. Silly. Am I wrong? Am I overacting? No, I don't think so. But you write it like you speak.
Yeah, I know. I can't type very well.
So what is bub squindler?
It's clear. Look, he's a bub squindler. That's a bub squindler. What are you asking for? It's clear what it is.
Looks like one of my teachers, actually.
Really?
That we call Jeffy Peahead.
Where did you go to school? Near Sellafield?
Yeah.
J.K. Rowling tried to ban this.
Oh, that was tongue. She gave me a lovely quote saying that there are some things that should be banned, and all of them are in Flanimals. But apparently her son, it's his favourite book, and she wrote me a nice letter saying she really enjoyed it, so it's great. So we stuck that quote on there. Yeah, J.K. Rowling. I mean, the biggest children's author in the world, so that was very nice.
And there's a cartoon as well to go with this, isn't there?
We're just making one now, but it's just... I love animation, but it takes so... I thought, you know, writing and acting takes a long time, but animation, it'll be like 2 or 3 years. We've started now, and each episode's for ITV, and it's only a half hour, but each episode's going to cost over $1 million.
What?
Because it's a new type of thing. It looks amazing. It's going to look amazing, but it's just incredible. But they can flog it all around the world, can't they?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I could think these things up. I wish I could think, full stop. But you've been putting together a trailer, haven't you, for it?
Oh, we were doing a little trailer to sort of show you, give you an idea.
Is it computer graphics or is it hand-drawn?
Well, no, they make the model, So they actually make this thing. It's just like a work of art. And then they put that into the computer and they show it would move. And then they build it up, and then it's I don't know, it's sort of like Walking with Dinosaurs meets sort of Disney. It's it looks fantastic. And I can say that because, you know, nothing to do with me. I wouldn't know where to start. I just make the stuff up, yeah.
They're your babies, though, aren't they?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's...
Let's have a look at these Bob Squindlers, please. A few up there.
Far, far away, in a different time. I'm not saying whether it's earlier than now or later than now. It's just a different time. It's not now, and it's not here. It's there. And there is a very strange planet, inhabited by strange creatures. Sort of what makes it a strange planet, to be honest. I mean, without the creatures, it would be a run-of-the-mill planet. It's the stuff on it that's weird, like him. And they're called Flanimals.
No, it was just...
Ricky, do you know what you're christening? You know when you were born? I know you won't remember.
I don't remember,
no, but, you know, like somebody will tell you. Did you have, like, a flock of good fairies who came down and said, this child shall have the gift of this? I had to go to wicked fairies at mine.
There were no fairies in Reading at all.
Sure?
It's still illegal.
Oh, is it? Not even at the bottom of the garden. You won't find the odd one. No. But, I mean, you're really blessed. It's like everything you touch, isn't it, though? We were saying this before. You're so clever, and I'm not flannel in your ear, flannel in your ear. But you are. You're like... But I think it's because you take stuff so seriously, and you look at it before you do it and say, no, this is how we do it, and you're a real perfectionist.
I think it's because I enjoy it. I think, you know, I think it was Winston Churchill that said, if you find something you really love, you'll never work again. Because it's not like work. It's just, you know, I know how lucky I am, but it's nice to get up and just, it's the creative process I like, making stuff up, making up the jokes, and then hopefully...
And going out and doing them.
Yeah, and hopefully people will like it, so...
I was working with Robert De Niro. I love saying this.
Unbelievable. It was because I was... I muck around all the time on the set, and I did it with him, and, you know, I got away with it, and he liked it, and I realised after about 8 hours it was bravado, because at the last scene I went up to him and went, I think you're brilliant, I think you're the best actor in the world, I love you, taxi driving, and he went, thank you. And then I went, so, do you want to be an extra? He went, so, hey, it's just a thing. Can you be an extra, please? And I worked on him for about 6 months until he went, oh, I'll do it, just get away from me. Jeez.
What was this on? What was it on? What was the movie?
It was a thing called Stardust, which is this sort of like really weird Never-Neverland about sort of fallen stars and witches and things. And I play this awful, horrible sort of Arthur Daley type creature that buys and sells souls and toads, and it's me, Robert De Niro, Michelle Pfeiffer. I put me first. Yeah.
Me,
Robert De Niro,
Michelle Pfeiffer, Catwoman.
Yeah. But I just spent, you know, a couple of days with. Just think of that, the world's greatest actor and Robert De Niro in the same scene.
I'm depressed. Are you doing any more extras?
You were talking about, probably not, no, but, you were talking about pantomime, and I've never done it, but in extras, in the Les Dennis episode, I was a genie in a panto, and I tell you what, I made you look butch.
Oh, really? What do you mean by that? Get outside while I chin you.
Well, I don't like sort of dressing up and putting on wigs and everything.
Get out of it, really?
I don't really, it doesn't feel nice.
I love it.
I don't put tights, you know, I had to wear tights once, but it was a medieval play. Anyway, it was cold.
Don't make excuses for it.
No.
You were dragged up, you're a tranny, and there you go, get on with this. Look in the mirror and accept yourself. You're a latent tranny.
I tell you what.
Stand in the mirror. I am proud and out.
Well, when I was about, I was in a band about 100 years ago, I think it was, and when I was about 9 stone, and it was
a picture of that recently.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
Couldn't believe it was you.
I know. Well, people think I'm embarrassed by that. I'm not. I'm embarrassed by how I look now. I think, oh look, I was thin. And it was new romantic days, so I used to wear makeup. My mum...
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah. My mum going, oh, look at you, Rick. Oh, I thought I only had one daughter. Oh. She goes, oh, don't go out like that. What are you doing? And I said, I'm in a band. And she went, oh, band? That's another name for junkie, right? and I told her how much money I'd just got in advance. I told her how much money it was, and she didn't drop a beat. She went, Mick Jagger bought his mum a house in Wales. Like that. But this thing that I was going to tell you, when I was dressed up as the genie, I thought, oh, it's horrible. But I thought, OK, it's body makeup, make me look tan, and I had big earrings, and I thought I looked really butch. And I looked like Judith Chalmers on the beach. I did. Just like Chalmers topless. It was unbelievable.
Ricky, you're the eighth wonder of the world. You really are. And it's a pleasure to have you on the show again. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ricky Gervais, come on. Can I have that, Ricky? I love dragging up. I love it. Don't get on my head.
I sound comfortable.
Oh, it's fabric. Get it on you. Never little.
OK, I'll come on dragged up one day.
I was tied on the railway
track. Did I say that out loud?
Yes. Yeah. Did you hear that? He's going to come on in full drag.